Welcome to Leaseweb Tech Talk, the podcast exploring tech landscape, cloud hosting, and IT infrastructure. Whether you're a professional or new to tech, Leaseweb Tech Talk got you covered. Join us for latest trend, business cases, insightful interviews, and useful tips. Welcome to Leaseweb Tech Talk. I'm back with another segment about cloud storage where we will be speaking and discussing about block storage. And as usual, we have our cloud storage expert, Gabriele Zanon, who is product manager of cloud storage here at Leaseweb. So Gabriele, thank you for your time again. And today I want to understand and I want to share this knowledge with our listeners about block storage. So maybe you can start with what exactly block storage is. How does the architecture of block storage looks like?
Thank you, Pamily. Hello, everyone. And yes, today we speak about block storage, which is very different from file storage. File storage that we've discussed the previous time is a classic storage architecture where files are organized hierarchically. They have folders, subfolders, they're recognized by file path and organized locally. Block storage differs from this because in case of block storage, data are organized in fixed size blocks.
Okay.
And this brings several advantages because each block has a unique identifier. This allows the system to find them instantly. So because this was specifically to answer to a particular requirement of the industry today, which is speed. One of the problems of file storage is this one, performance, especially when the volume grows larger and larger. We needed a different solution in order to approach the high speed requested in particular environments like databases or virtual machines. And that's where block storage comes in. Block storage, like I said, you have data in fixed size block. These blocks have an unique identifier, and you can, when you request data, you can access these blocks directly, and many blocks can be accessed simultaneously. So this translates in extremely low latency and much higher performance, even when the volume is usually quite large. So this is one of the biggest, probably the biggest advantage of block storage.
And then what is the challenge?
Unfortunately, it doesn't come without challenges because the very first challenge is the cost.
Is it expensive?
Because it's expensive because the structure of block storage requires a bigger amount of appliances. You need mandatorily, you need servers, you need licenses, you need appliances like host bus adapter, you need dedicated switches, and this of course increase a lot.
So are we talking more about capital expenditures?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. However, there is another benefit if you manage to overcome this challenge. There is another very important benefit. It is extremely flexible and easy to scale. Since in case of the block storage, you have access directly to the blocks, you are able to manage in much more granularity the storage. So when you want to expand your volume, it's much easier compared to file storage. You can add more storage to an existing volume. You can decide on a server level who can or cannot mount that particular volume on their workstation. And all of this while benefiting of the incredible performance and this has. You can, as another use case, not only databases, but the virtual machine. You can run entire virtual machines on block storage. This will make your operating system much faster. You can make snapshots on your virtual machine and then store it somewhere else in order to have backups, usually on object storage, which will be another argument. So this is another very big advantage of block storage. On top of cost, however, another challenge that you may meet is that you require expertise because of the complexity of setting up a block storage. If you want to manage this internally, maybe on premise on your infrastructure, instead of having a cloud storage solution, you need to invest on professionals that can take care and do maintenance constantly on this kind of storage.
So it seems like if someone wants to really invest into block storage, they have to also look into the capital expenditure as well as the operational expenditures in terms of the professionals.
Yes, this is why today there is more preference of having a cloud block storage rather than on-premise.
Yeah. Okay. Just also to understand block storage better, if you can give some examples of best practices, examples of use cases that you can share with the listeners, because if someone is new to the industry, new to the tech, it will be really easy for them to understand and grasp the concept.
Absolutely. I mean, for use cases, like I said, if you are using database of any kind that require high workload, you require a very high number of input-output per second, then block storage is for you. It comes into my mind an example that we did in one of our previous episodes. If you are holding an e-commerce website and you need a fast database with thousands of customers and you need to process a very high number of orders, your database needs to be really fast. That database is best suitable to reside on a block storage.
Is it also good for streaming videos, any large graphics?
No, for streaming, no. That's not necessary to have a block storage, because streaming is meant for distribution. Block storage in the media industry, since we touched the argument of streaming, block storage is more useful if you have a post-production.
Okay.
And you need to do editing video, for example, on the same project with multiple editors. Because in that case, you need the extra performance and the stability that the block storage brings with it. And that's extremely powerful. That's when block storage is absolutely useful. Another example is if you are a system integrator and you are providing virtual machines for your customer, you want those virtual machines to run on block storage to provide the maximum possible performance.
Yeah. There are various industries, like we talk about fintech, SaaS, health tech, ed tech, so much of various tech industries coming up. So which industry would have best benefited from block storage, if you have to say?
So almost all of the industry that uses a database or a virtual machine. Like we said in the previous one of the previous episodes, there is no one storage fits all, and in a lot of cases, an industry may require more than one storage to fit all the requirements. That's why, for example, in the healthcare, you may need file and block storage. In video, you may need block and object. It's a combination of this. But if your objective is speed, then object storage, block storage is for you.
Maybe for the gaming industry, e-gaming industry.
In the gaming industry, again, it depends. For example, in the gaming industry, what's happening today? You have a lot of recording and streaming, which means this is. They benefit more for object storage in that case, because you keep a lot of material that needs to be transmitted later. It's a large quantity, so you may need object storage. If you want to edit that material before distributing it, then file or block storage is the best solution. Again, multiple architecture for the same solution.
Thank you, Gabriele, for sharing such great insights with us in very simple words. So I really appreciate your existence here and sharing such expert information. Thank you for tuning in today's episode where we deep dive into block storage. Stay tuned for the next episode where we are going to speak about cloud or on-premise storage. We hope you found this episode insightful. For more content, like, share, and subscribe. You can also subscribe to our newsletter at leaseweb.com/newsletter.